やっぱり都会はすごいね。
お前もおもり頑張れよ。
ヘッドフォン野郎を倒せるってなんだっていいんだ。
キングオブファイターズの開催が発表されました。
いきなりなんだよお前。
チャンネルはそのままで。
いいか、私はな。
First off, King of Fighter 15's open beta test actually kicks off November 19th, and you can play the game on basically all platforms through their official websites. Now, to accompany the hype, they even released a teaser, this time showcasing a new character and more of what to expect when the game actually comes out. Check this out. King of Fighters 15 in its full releases February 17th next year.
Fan favorites return from the grave!
燃えねえ戦いはごめんだぜ。
Characters key to the unfolding events! New visuals and gameplay systems deliver a new level of speed and excitement! Shatter Strike defends against and counters enemy attacks! Max Mode unleashes your offensive potential! Max Mode Quick cancels attacks and extends your combo! Execute rush combos with simple button presses! Thrilling special moves raise the fight to even higher levels of hype! The most comprehensive battle system in KOF history is here! So it's you!
Talk about upcoming fighting games, well, according to a few leaks, Capcom, as of this moment, has considered the codename Capcom 6 for Street Fighter's next entry. That is the one update we've had on the long-running franchise since 2016, when the last game came out. So of course, Capcom has yet to officially announce the new game with the reveal teaser, but believe it or not, there's some words the game was even supposed to be released this year. In any case, we're gonna have to come back to this one.
Let's do this!
Evil be banished!
Phantom Breaker Omnia, which is a remake of a Japan-exclusive good old anime 2D fighter that goes by Phantom Breaker basically, from all the way back 10 years ago, went on and got itself in development heaven to be given a new life last year. It is now coming to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and also PCs. Once again, this time with English dub, there's even new characters, and of course a few gameplay improvements to boot. Check it out. This game is possibly the first fighting game to actually come out next year, maybe even late this year, so just keep it in mind for now.
I swore that I would protect him. I won't rest until I've become the strongest in the realm. It is on the case.
Humans are such filthy creatures.
Can't wait to break you open. How's this?
If you want to find out whether there is actually a free-to-play fighting game in the making, the answer is yes. At the moment, we don't know much about Corrupt besides the trailers, and that it's coming to PCs and all consoles, and well, that it'll be a free-to-play game. Corrupt, well, doesn't have a release window either, other than very soon, which is it over on Steam. Just in case you've missed out, there's once again another trailer.
Right now or never, a full throw a blow with the mask. I have to sever place and time from the full vibes line. Whatever opposes me, I will outshine.
Next up, there's literally the longest fighting game to come out of a Kickstarter campaign, and it goes by Blazing Strike, which only received the playable demo back 3 years ago almost. Well, here's the thing. Blazing Strike now has a release date of spring 2022 now, and into the PlayStation consoles, the Nintendo Switch, and also PCs. The game, as you can see, draws inspiration from the good old classic Street Fighters and King of Fighter games, but with a new twist, says the game's developer. Check it out. To accompany the news, they even came up with this. Then there's Pocket Bravery. What I like to think is inspired by the Double Dragon games and Fatal Fury, King of Fighters as well, but at the same time making quite a move on those literally zero new to the genre. It's bringing a lot of good vibes from Neo Geo Pocket Color, as I even said. I'm assuming why the title even starts with Pocket, which is also pretty smart. And check it out, this one's coming to PCs, with a playable demo actually available now on Steam and due out in its full sometime next year. Next studios, on the other hand, that's people who are currently working on Synced Off Planet, which is almost a AAA game, have another game in the making due out next year. It goes by Metal Revolution. Definitely a good-looking fighting game most of you are already familiar with at this point. What you probably didn't know is that Metal Revolution just got itself a release date of in the first half of 2022. Apparently the game's now coming to all consoles, that's the Nintendo Switch included, and also PCs. As always, check this out. Going back to serious stuff, Dungeon Fighter, which is an online game that has itself like over almost 1 billion players at the moment, is coming back in a big way, with another video game adaptation that goes by Dungeon and Fighter Duel. Arc System Works, now this is the only thing they came up with, and the fact that the game is coming to consoles and PCs sometime later. Now, if you're a Super Smash Bros. Fan, you probably knew folks behind the series announced another platformer and into a 2D world going by Freemakers. This game was announced about a year ago alongside a Kickstarter page which blew up, still pledging for extra content though, but here today with another trailer and the news that it's coming to PCs only early next year. Check this out.
Bora! Sinta a inclemência da minha peixeira desvairada!
Now, as it's the case with most games in this list, Treyas Fatai's Suits of Fate is another game that's totally hand-drawn, said to be taking inspiration from the 90s classics like the King of Fighters, Street Fighter, and Guilty Gear 2 for some reason. Personally, I just love the colors on this game, but the fact that it's coming to PCs only and we're yet to receive a release window in the future. In any case, this is what it looks like.
Olha pro chefe! Olha pro chefe! Facão improvável! Eita, caba da peste!
Hey, that's me, Pebbles. Let's see if they made you look good.
Going back to Kickstarters, a game I've just come across with out of a Kickstarter campaign goes by 5 Force Fighters, which kind of reminds me of Pulp Fiction. Remember the dance scene, the Fox Force 5? Well, never mind. 5 Force Fighters is another 2D fighter about the story of 5 teens blessed with elemental powers. Sounds interesting? Well, check out the Kickstarter where it says the game is coming out December next year.
Oh, who is this? I don't know, never seen her before. Nah, for real, I would definitely remember her. My god, that's Shrink. You crushing on her? I don't even know her, bro. That's never stopped you before. Ah, come on. She's something special. So this is Blaine. Woo! Man's on fire. Literally. Might get burned facing him. You think he's hot-headed? He does look pretty angry. Just give me a bucket of water. That might do the trick.
Last but not least, we have Bavarian game, described by its developers as an anime sword fight combat action fighting game with a skill-based system. Now, why? Because it's being developed by the same folk who did Dragon Ball Fighter Z. So check this out. The game is coming to PCs only sometime next year.